Hi MVCC Hawks! My name is Jocelyn Ireland. I'm a librarian stationed in the Learning Commons on the Utica campus of MVCC. The purpose of this video is to help you find sources for your current event comparative news essay. First, I encourage you to read the professor's assignment very carefully. Copy from fall 2023, so please make sure you're using the most up-to-date guidelines Professor Rabb is providing. You are expected to find 2 news articles that provide different perspectives or details about a current event. These 2 sources have to provide different details about an event, so don't find 2 articles that basically say the same thing. And they have to be from a news source, not a blog, not a peer-reviewed journal article, or a government report. These news sources must be from a certain date range, so pay attention to what date range you can use for your articles. Again, your professor is looking for current events and events that are pertinent to society. Consider different options for a news source. There are many possible news sources you could review. Our aim is to look at different perspectives. So one strategy is to look at a media bias chart. This chart has different icons for different news sources. On the lower left are less reliable, more propaganda-based sources that are leaning towards the left side of the political spectrum. On the lower right, again, are less reliable sources that are more right-leaning. And then the further up you go in the arc, the more reliable they're considered, and also less bias. So this can give you some ideas of different sources you could use that perhaps may be leaning a little left, maybe leaning a little right, and some other that are considered less biased. Keep in mind, not all these sources will give you free access to their content. Sometimes they're subscription-based, meaning their articles are behind paywalls. For example, the New York Times is an excellent source for news. However, you do have to subscribe. But as an MVCC student, you actually get free access to the New York Times. To create an account with the New York Times, just go to the library website, go to our database list, click on N for New York Times, and select New York Times Online. Just select Mohawk Valley Community College if this is your first time making an account. And if you're on campus, there's a link to select, but if you're off campus, just select the blue Go button. And then it'll walk you through creating an account. Just make sure you enter your student email address and that you enter it in correctly. And there's a lot of news sources to choose from. Considered NPR, PBS, CBS. So as you're looking at different news sources, look at what type of current events are they focusing on. Are there any common events, common topics that they're all talking about? Do they provide different perspectives on that current event? So there are a lot of different current events that you could possibly choose from. So you're going to have to narrow it down by, again, your time range that you're working with and on a topic that is relevant to society at large. And you're going to want to pick articles that provide different details, different perspectives on that event. So it's going to take you some time to research. And don't give up if you don't find something right away. Keep exploring. You can also use the search feature on the news website to try to find if there's a particular topic you're interested, see if there are any news stories within your time range. However, it is better to first look at what current events are being talked about before picking a topic. You don't want to sell yourself on a particular topic, but find you can't find news articles within the specific time range. So let's review. Make sure you read your assignment description provided by your professor very carefully. Know what her expectations are. You're expected to explore different news sources. Again, not scholarly articles, not government reports or blogs, just news sources, and ones that provide different perspectives. So you might want to use a media bias chart to identify what are some different possible news sources to choose from. It's best not to pick a topic before exploring your news sources. You're going to want to see what current events are being talked about, what stories are possibilities to use. If you'd like any help researching for this assignment, there is help available. You can go to either campus library for research assistance or citation help. There's also a chat right on the library website. You can also email me at jireland@mvcc.edu, and I do have an online appointment making calendar through calendly.com/Joss Ireland. You can pick an in-person or an online appointment. And I'm also happy to help you with your citations. Thanks for watching this video. Have a great day.